Double Diamond Railroad, Happy New Year's Eve. Thought we'd give a quick overview for some of the new ones and the old ones. And we got limited battery, got to move quick here. And we got a time here where the wife had to go to Walmart, pick up a big order of groceries and stuff and meds. So we're doing this two-part thing, an overview with a little ops. So I'm going to swing you over here, set you down on a tripod, and show you this mountain section. And come back, I'm too close. This whole section over here. Grain train back there, a couple rear GPUs out of the consist right now. We're not running those mainliners. The old coal mine location's up there in the back. And we may put the flood loader up there, I don't know. Have to build it first, see how I like where it is. Back here's our new runaround constructed over the past month. And we showed our videos the past couple. We elevated with those styrenes, but we got another layer of cork under there, doubled up the road bed, and that raised it enough. The cars will sit there now. So that tested out good. And as soon as we got done, this switch right here. See if I can get something to show what it's doing. As soon as I got it done testing, started to drive the SD42 and it shorted out. And here, this, the throw is just, the spring dropped down through the hole. So it doesn't work anymore. So I had to order a new one. And I just soldered in these joiners right here and this joiner. So now I'm gonna have to cut this out and then heat those ends and pull them off and clean them up, wick them and grind them. Really, that was the hardest switch to put in too because of how it's in there. You got insulators in there. Just a real pain. Switch will be here Monday. So I already got a project for the big Arctic freeze that's coming. I'll be down here in the basement trying to stay warm. So we got that. In the meantime, I'm going to drill, if I can, drill the lever, the throw rod, and put two holes in, one on each side, and see if I can get a T-pin in there to hold the switch so I can still run there if I want to. Till I get that done. In case something holds me up, like my back or something. Still in a lot of pain, just took another Tylenol. Because we had to go out and replace the battery on our generator. Stone dead. Not a good thing to have right before the big Arctic deep freeze. So we had to go down and buy a motorcycle battery at Duralast Gold. $133 for a motorcycle battery to go on that generator. But it fired right off as soon as I hooked it up. So we got the maintainer back on it, charging, working great. Okay, back there is Diamond Foods with some other stuff, the shop in front of it piled up because of construction. And we got the Utica Shale oil terminal back there, and that's going to be changing probably. The whole BP terminal may get moved back there with it. After we build the grain mill, I may swap locations. And let me take you over here to the right. There's the only working diamond left on the layout. Other one is where the crossover is now. This was removed in the museum out front. Has to be ballasted down. So behind that tower is a diamond from the outer line coming in and crossing that storage track, interchange track that goes down to the Utica oil place. That's one of my old original model towers there. There's a better look at Diamond Foods. And we got our new building for that. It should go in right behind this hill. Should be able to squeeze it down in there. It's like 12, almost 13 inch long by whatever. A little bit bigger than Diamond Foods is now. Cold storage building. We'll build them and then see how it fits the best. Cold train on the siding and track back there. That's this part back here. This whole thing is the old original layout way back to the mid 80s. A 4x6. And then I added that mountain wing on. This is all self-contained for running with a couple interior switches. Then we had that sitting there, and then we built a center span after that. Back up again. Trying to be gentle. We were able to add in metalworks, refurbishing, recycling metal scrap. And then we've got, it does stuff for the railroad too. Then we got the lumber, Woods Brothers Lumber. Move over there so you can see that. There's a lumber yard down there. Wholesale distributor. There's our new tank cars for chlorine and hydrochloric acid for metallurgy refining. And this is a CSX yard. Move me around a lot so I can get the view in of everything. Little intermodal terminal there in the middle. Maintenance away track down here. It's kind of our anything track. And there's the yard office shop. Big fuel storage, right there's the yard office. There's a shop building for whatever, maintenance, everything. And there we got the famous Bob's Hot Dogs, who serves more than hot dogs. He's got everything. Grilled cheese, fish tail, you name it. He can turn it out based on customer demand. There's this Stony Creek. We got a 3-track bridge deck back there with old Baltimore, Ohio type stone arches underneath, supporting it with a girder side on there. Basically concrete deck, and then got a girder side panel on there for safety and strength. Then here's the Quick Trip truck stop I built. We'll come down there closer. There we go. See, we even got the sign QT. Base that off of Big Rig Travels on YouTube. He goes to Quick Trips quite a bit and stays overnight sometimes, especially up in Wisconsin. Still got to get decals on the semi-trailers on the sides. I got more on the bench. Got fuel tanks back there now, 3D printed. Back in the rear is a farm scene. Cattle and some horses. Got an apple tree out front. Milk truck in there. The barn and equipment. Some old but working equipment. Can't even see the horse trailer behind the trees now. And some old grain bins back there. Stand by. There we go. There's a horse trailer and truck, tractor, and a pen for the horses back there in the back. And a few cows back there. And then the new grain bins. I'll have to get painted silver aluminum look for in the spring when I can take them outside in a garage. And this, I don't know if we want to stay there. That's my concrete batch company. Basically modeled after one that's around here, a new one from a couple years ago. I mean, I built mine before that, but kind of went after what they do there and process there. Got an enclosed shed for unloading and then an open one out back. They take sand, cement, calcium carbonate in the tank cars. Let's see. Can't remember. Sometimes you can haul cement in that pressurized car right there, or soda ash, fly ash, I should say. And the water tower, that's more whole town water tower. Got quite a bit depot there, a general store, Waffle House, Dunkin' Donut, Wendy's, old Shell station. Back in the back, the NS yard back there, little yard office. And there's Jolly Joker popcorn with their food chemicals. Take corn syrup and other grain, popcorn seed in the bulk hoppers. And they ship out bag stuff, box stuff, bagged and boxed in box cars. So they get stuff from Diamond Foods, raw materials, and then they produce and ship out. And it goes back to Diamond Foods for shipping, bigger distribution. Can't even talk. Distribution. Going to need another coffee. Plastic mold back there. Haven't switched them at all. But they're back there with cars to do it. Couple auto racks back there with a ramp. Can't see it behind the steel train. There's a BP terminal back there in the back corner. A loading facility for the cars. They come from Utica loading. Comes to the facility there and the stored in tanks, and they load off into trucks. Okay, let's get over to the museum. Okay, over here we got the firehouse and squads, McDonald's, Taco Bell. Tour buses come in to the main feature down here, the old museum. Used to be old engine shops with their water tower. Now it's a museum. And a Chessie caboose is sitting on the old Diamond. Still needs to be glued down, ballasted. Got some old engines in there, GP30, Southern Pacific. I got Chessie, I got Conrail, nickel plate, old caboose, and a passenger car, B&O. And there's the track for the BP facility, which, like I said, that's probably going to end up being the grain company back there. Big elevator in the corner. I like putting stuff that's tall back there away from everything because it makes the layout still looks big then. Instead of being crowded up front. I don't like tall stuff up front in camera view. So I think I'll move that whole facility back over to the other side over east. Make a whole long terminal along that track. And some nice trees. I may pick up some more here now. Scenic Express, 10% off sale. Might give me some more trees, maybe in a fall mix. And we are NCE powered DCC, and it's Wi-Fi, their Wi-Fi. It's what we're running on. All the sound modules boards are Loke sound. Not all of them has sound though. Okay, now let's try to get to, I got about 12 minutes on now. Let's try to get a little switching thing here real quick before I lose battery. We'll be back. Okay, here we go. On a little tank operation here. And it's the last run for 2024. We want to say thanks for the memories. hope this switch works. A little bit late. So we can get through here. I sprayed it and scrubbed it. And we'll have to step in there. Probably won't get a couple there. Stand by, get the stick out. Not bad. Barely had to manipulate the coupler on that, scale trains. Got a scale trains on the right. And, oh great, my sister trying to call me. Looks like a video call maybe. Scale trains on the right, or and Intermountain on the left. 3387, I had that for 3 years or so. Kids try this. Haven't done this one for about 3 months, I bet. These are all empties now. And that'll do. Now we're going to make a big shove. Okay, so we got to shove all the way around to the main siding, run around, because the yard siding's tied up and we got a bad switch. It's full of loaded tank cars we'll have to take on the next trip. Stop here to switch and pick up one of the brakeman or conductor. Brakeman, I guess it is. He's helping out today. Let him hop on board. Conductor's riding a point back there. He's got to Okay, let's go. That's all uphill there, slightly. Slight grade. Okay, let's get moved over to where we're heading to. Always watch all these switches with tank cars, especially empties, when you're shoving. Fortunately, we're going straight through. Taking the siding. Could have put it on the main, but I think time-wise, I don't have time to do a full switch out. Take the loads back. So we just put it in the siding. So when it take up your time on New Year's Eve. We're just going to fit in here without blocking the road. That's still the original switch that I worked on. I got the new number 8. That's another project, but the other side is more critical to operations. We are barely going to fit. Barely going to fit. It's just going to be stopping short of that road down there. This will work. And that will have to do right there. I think, yeah, we're inside the yellow line. We cleared the road barely. We're inside the yellow line here. Right at it, I think. We're back, 2 ties back behind it. Okay, good deal. Okay, let's tie her down. Ready to roll into 25. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Take care, God bless. Have a happy and prosperous new year, 2025. Farewell to 2024, certainly had its challenges. And that switch failing yesterday, oh, not a good way to end the year. But I did get my generator battery fixed and working, ready for the big storm, snowstorms, ice storms, whatever. Covered there, got it done while it was still 45 degrees outside. Not too bad. Take care. See you on the other side. Double Diamond Railroad. Out.